Hi everybody, this is Deuce the Wild One here, and I have a quick video clearing up some of the stuff, some of the questions some of the new people coming around the greaser rockabilly culture. Some very odd questions people ask about us. I see a lot of these questions, and I don't think anybody's really picked up on this over the years in the greaser community, or at least made a video about it. So I am. Uh, I got a question the other night under one of my videos, and it was, "Can I be a greaser if I'm bisexual?" Why wouldn't you be able to be a greaser if you're bisexual? And it's questions like that that I'm gonna pick up on. So yeah, a lot of in the 50s, I think people confuse greasers with that real traditional 1950s values. Even though we do have that old school mentality and treasure those old school values, greasers at that time were the rebels of the time. And society looked down on them. We were like the thugs, the punks, the bums of the compared to everybody else, the typical middle class family. Because everybody was wearing 3-piece suits, and the women would wear the nice dresses and everything back then, and you got the guys and the greaser stuff just wearing t-shirts, jeans, and boots or whatever, and the chicks wearing the jeans and stuff, and button up shirts, whatever. And so we were considered real lower class, like just the trash of the time. So there was greasers of all types back then, and is today, even more so today. You can be a bisexual greaser. You can be gay and be a greaser. You can be straight and be a greaser. You can be a Republican. You can be a Democrat. You can be racist if you want. I don't recommend be racist, but I know a lot of racist greasers, and they're very much into the real deal rockabilly community, unfortunately. Being a greaser doesn't really mean you have to I'm trying to say this in a way, change who you are as a person. As long as you respect the lifestyle and the culture and the real culture, and want to learn more about it, and come to events, and you're a good guy, you treat others with respect, and listen to the music from the time, from the 50s and the 60s and stuff, or the modern rockabilly, some good modern rockabilly that's out there, or doo-wop, whatever. You could be a greaser or a rockabilly, whatever you want to call yourself. You could be rich and be a greaser. You could be upper middle class and be a greaser. You could be broke as balls and be a greaser. You can have a hot rod and be a greaser. You can just not have one and just like to go to the shows and the events and respect the lifestyle and the image and be very much known as a real greaser. Unless you go around acting like something that you're not, and trying to act like you're in a movie, a Hollywood movie, like you're in Grease or The Outsiders or some crap like that. That's the only time that we're going to look at you and laugh and say, "Look at that poser." That's about it. And you talk all goofy with all the stupid slang and stuff. I use some of that old slang. I'll call a couple people cats or whatever. Be like, "Yeah, this cat over here," or whatever. I'll call police, "Hey, the fuzz," or I'll use some of that old school slang. But I mean, I'm not cheesy with it. I just talk casually with it. I talk the way I talk, man. I walk the way I walk, talk the way I talk. I'm me. I do what I want, and I'm Anthony. I'm not I'm a greaser, but I'm not known as the greaser. I'm known as Anthony to all my friends and my family and everything else. You're still you when you become a greaser. This is born into you, and if you have a curiosity about it, do it, man. I mean, you're not going to be judged. I mean, yes, there might be some shithead that judges you, or somebody who's just Mister. You have to be just like the 50s in order to be a greaser. You have to be this certain way. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I mean, and the same thing. I hear questions like about race. Can I be black and be a greaser? Absolutely. There's tons of black greasers in the 50s. Mexicans dominate the greaser rockabilly style. Especially out in the West Coast and stuff. This has nothing to do with your race, your sexuality, or who you are as a person, as long as you respect the lifestyle and the culture. Just a short video for you, and I figure it clears some of that stuff up. So just be yourself. as I said, and study what we're really about. Meet some of the real greasers that are out there, or come talk to me. I've been doing this since I was 4 years old, so I should know a little thing or two. I'm 22 now, so everybody, deuce the wild one out. Have a great evening.